One oil decision at the parts counter can mean an engine that's tired at 400,000 or one that runs past a million. Same truck, same driver, same lane, only the oil in the pan changes. Three grades every trucker recognizes: 15W-40, 5W-40, and 10W-30. The grade that's been gospel for 40 years is not the one that best protects for the long haul. Stay to the end, there's one clear winner. For over 4 decades, 15W-40 has stood as the unchallenged gospel of the heavy-duty diesel world. This viscosity grade has been printed in the lubrication sections of engine manuals since the 1980s, establishing itself as the baseline for durability. It became the universal truck stop answer because it was cheap, highly shear-resistant for its time, and readily available at every remote fuel island across North America. Decades of fleet survival cemented this habit, turning a simple convenience into an article of faith among drivers. Yet, sticking with the easiest jug to stock overlooks how much engine designs have changed. Modern heavy-duty platforms demand more than what a conventional mineral oil can deliver under stress. When put to a controlled field trial using the exact same truck, the same driver, and the same route, with only the oil changed, the limits of the old standard quickly show through. Cold start clatter, soot thickening in the rings, and rapid viscosity shear down under continuous high load serve as warning signs that habit might be compromising long-term component life. Determining whether this legacy oil remains the actual best path to a million-mile engine is not a matter of driver opinion or counterside marketing slogans. It is a strict question of physical engineering, operational data, and measurable wear. Engine longevity is won or lost in the first few moments after key on. Cold start wear accounts for up to 75% of total engine wear over a Class 8 diesel's service life. This makes cold crank flow and pumpability the first major yardstick, determining how fast a cold lubricant travels from the oil pan to the overhead camshaft on a freezing morning. Once the engine is hot and pulling a heavy load, high temperature, high shear viscosity, measured at 150 degrees Celsius, becomes the primary defense. This metric represents the physical film strength protecting main bearings, connecting rods, and piston rings under severe mechanical stress. But a lubricant must maintain this strength over thousands of miles. High mechanical shear from the oil pump and fuel injectors can tear polymer viscosity modifiers apart, degrading the oil's body. Shear stability measures whether the oil stays within its specified viscosity grade or shears down under continuous engine loads. Laboratory assessment of this protection relies on ASTM D417 2-4 ball wear testing, which measures the physical wear scar on rotating steel spheres, and is verified in the field by tracking used oil wear metals like iron, copper, and aluminum. Operating costs require looking at fuel economy, where reducing internal fluid drag lowers overall consumption. Ultimately, every candidate must satisfy original equipment manufacturer approval guidelines across Cummins, Detroit, PACCAR, CAT, Volvo, and Mack. This divides performance along the line of API-CK4, which provides broad backward compatibility for older equipment, and the low viscosity API-FA4 standard, engineered strictly for newer engines that are designed to handle thinner oil films.
I put together a complete maintenance guide for anyone who wants to run past 1,000,000 miles without breaking down or bleeding money on repairs, brakes, suspension, tires, engine, and a whole lot more. How to catch a problem before it leaves you stranded, the secrets that actually cut your diesel bill, and the mistakes that drain the profit out of almost every owner-operator. Over 150 pages, 10 chapters, organized by subject. It's called the Rigmaster Manual. Just point your phone camera at the QR code on the screen, or grab the link in the description of this video.
A conventional 15W-40 oil represents the thickest hot operating film of the three grades. It registers a high temperature, high shear viscosity of approximately 4.3 centipoise at 150 degrees Celsius. Under extreme thermal stress and continuous heavy loads, this physical barrier maintains bearing clearances and limits metal to metal contact, making it a proven choice for older engines built with wider clearances. For heavy haul operations running through hot climates, this grade remains a highly practical baseline. It is cheap, universally stocked at every highway service oasis, and highly familiar to generations of mechanics. Yet these hot load advantages carry distinct mechanical penalties. At low ambient temperatures, 15W-40 has the slowest flow rate of the group, which delays oil delivery to the upper valve train during vulnerable dry startup periods. That thick fluid body also creates constant internal fluid drag against the spinning crankshaft, causing a steady 1 to 2% penalty in fuel economy. Over long service cycles, conventional mineral-based versions are prone to shearing down physically and oxidizing before reaching the end of a standard drain interval. 10W-30 changes the priority to fluid efficiency. Running a thinner, lower drag formulation reduces parasitic losses on the crankshaft. Fleet studies show this reduction translates to a 1 to 2% fuel savings, which cuts $400 to $800 annually from each truck's fuel bill. Cold pumpability improves significantly over 15W-40, allowing the lubricant to reach critical overhead components faster during cold start cycles. Far from a compromise, a quality 10W-30 meeting API K4 specifications maintains a high temperature, high shear viscosity near 3.5 centipoise, providing robust boundary protection under load. This balance makes it the factory fill standard for many post-2017 engines equipped with selective catalytic reduction, including bulk applications for Paccar and Caterpillar. However, a thinner oil film depends heavily on advanced additive packages to prevent metal contact. This viscosity is also split by specification. The alternative, APIFA 4 category, drops high temperature, high shear viscosity further to 2.9 centipoise. This low viscosity fluid is strictly limited to 2017 and newer engines engineered for it, and is completely incompatible with older legacy hardware. 5W-40 full synthetic bridges the gap between low temperature survival and high temperature protection. At temperatures down to minus 25 degrees Fahrenheit, the synthetic base maintains fluidity, allowing the oil pump to pressurize the overhead camshaft almost immediately. This rapid circulation minimizes the dry boundary friction wear that conventional 15W-40 mineral oils allow on freezing mornings. Once the engine reaches operating temperature and pulls under heavy load, 5W-40 maintains a high temperature, high shear viscosity of approximately 3.8 centipoise. Under ASTM D6278 shear testing, the polyalpha olefin base resists mechanical breakdown, limiting viscosity loss to under 3%. This molecular stability prevents the lubricant from thinning out under severe thermal stress, keeping it securely within its viscosity grade over extended service cycles. For fleet operators and owner-operators running demanding routes, this shear resistance supports extended drain intervals while meeting severe-duty OEM approvals for Cummins, Detroit, and Paccar. It preserves a strong oil film when hot-loaded for long stretches, making it the balanced choice for high-mileage engine protection. Subscribe for more technical diesel analysis. For maximum engine life across freezing cold starts, extreme operating heat, and high-mileage runs, full synthetic 5W-40 takes the overall win. It protects vital overhead components and turbocharger bearings at the earliest, most vulnerable wear point in the startup cycle, yet retains its load-bearing film strength long after conventional mineral oil has physically sheared down later in the drain interval. This molecular stability guarantees continuous boundary protection under severe thermal loads, especially when extended service intervals are required. But a single overall winner does not eliminate real-world operational niches. Conventional 15W-40 remains a highly effective, lower-cost option for older engines built with wider bearing clearances, dedicated hot climate southern routes, and severe heavy haul duties. Likewise, a premium 10W-30 is the correct choice when a modern diesel engine is factory-filled and specified for it, making fuel efficiency the fleet's top priority. In the end, the ultimate winner is not determined by aftermarket marketing or shop counter habit. The absolute rule is dictated by the engineering document in your glove box. The specific viscosity and API category approved in your engine manual overrides any blanket recommendation, ensuring your bearings remain protected and your factory warranty is preserved. Subscribe for more technical diesel analysis.
Chemistry doesn't lie, but your original equipment manufacturer manual always rules. Protect your bearings with the shear stability your specific block demands. The right choice isn't about marketing, it's about mechanical survival. Subscribe for more technical diesel insights.